In my first visit to Greece, when I was looking after goats and on a hillside in Sparti, just outside Sparti, Sparta, near Mistra, on the Taygetos mountain range, I was caught myself in a mountain fire, quite a hefty mountain fire, which we beat out, and the fire brigade arrived with helicopters and planes full of water, and it was a terrifying spectacle, and terrifying to find, the fire raging around the village, around my own home, and feeling unable to do very much, and finding myself in a situation which I wasn't prepared for, which I didn't know anything about. And so I can only understand, I can understand how difficult it must be for those many tourists caught in Rhodes at the moment, sleeping on mattresses on the floor, being told at one moment to go back to their hotel, at another moment to leave the hotel. Really, the locals understand the island, they understand the winds, and they understand so much better than maybe the tourist authorities understand. The key to surviving this sort of nightmare is to put your trust in local knowledge. And the fire, looking at the maps and looking at the temperatures, the fire is particularly severe. The smoke is the least of the problems. The biggest problem is when it's just where the fire roams. At the moment, it seems to have gone straight down the centre of the island, over the mountains, and it should be contained. And the Air Force will come in with these water bombs and pelt the fire. But the fire will continue for some days. Even when it's ostensibly out, it will look like a scene from Dante's Inferno. And I remember travelling back from Sparta to Athens by bus through mile upon mile of charred landscape, with trees sort of flickering with flame, olive groves just completely burnt. And it is terrifying, but as I say, the only source of knowledge, because it's not an uncommon experience in Greece, the only source of knowledge is the locals, who understand the way the winds whip around the islands. They understand the sequence of events that you're facing.